In this video, I'm going to show you how to open container doors and shut container doors correctly. If you don't do it the way I'm going to present it to you right now, you're going to struggle opening and closing container doors. First of all, when you look at the shipping container, there are two doors, two main doors here. You want to always open the right door first and then the left door in this order. Probably your door will have two different handles like this. You want to grab both handles, and by the way, this is a pretty old container. You want to grab both handles, and then you want to turn them towards you kind of at the same time and put some pressure on it. You must use both of your arms and at the same time you open it. And you want to fully open this door, right? Now, you come to the second door. You see, I haven't touched this door yet. And do not touch this door until this door is fully open. Otherwise, you will get stuck. So you come here, same process. You want to hold both of these handles and at the same time, you open them, right? Both doors are open. Now, to shut them, you're doing it in a reverse order. You're going to close the left door first and then on the right door. Do not even touch the right door. Leave it like that. So let's work on this door. Now grab both handles and you want to face the door. And both of these handles have to be facing you like this. Because at the very bottom here, there are a couple hooks. There are two hooks at the bottom and two at the top. And you want the bars to go in those hooks. If they don't go in the hooks, it's not going to work. You're gonna be frustrated. So you come here, you can look at your hooks here. The left bar might touch the hook, where the right bar will not touch the hook yet. So on this, when you are here, you're gonna close a little bit the left handle here, push, and as you are doing this, the bar is going inside these hooks on both sides here. And then while you are kind of like, you see 45 degrees here, you are now able to push both at the same time. And now once this is done, you're gonna go on the right door, same process. You're gonna do it like this. And now you're gonna have both handles facing you. You're gonna push in, and you see we are touching the hook on the right bar, but we are not touching the hook on the left bar. So we're gonna push with the right arm first. We're gonna push it in a little bit, 45 degrees or so. And then as we are here, you see, this one is a 90 degrees facing me. This one's a 40 degrees, right? So once we are like this, we are now going to push at the same time. Anyway, this is how you close the doors. Remember, you must follow these rules. Rewatch the video if you're unsure of what's going on. If you are trying to open both at the same time, do a bit here, a bit here, the doors will get stuck and you'll be very mad. Now, if you're trying to do this and still it's not working, there's a 95% probability that the container is not fully level on the ground. In my example here, I have some nice asphalt, but if you have the container on gravel or dirt or rocks or I don't know, on mud somewhere, if it's not level, the container gets crooked, and then the doors, the hinges, are not properly aligned, and the doors will be very difficult to shut or even open. So you might want to make sure you are leveling up your container. And remember, the front and the back needs to be level. This is a 20 footer, it's a lot easier. But on a 40 footer, you really want to make sure that the container is fully level. Otherwise, you will have massive issues opening and closing container doors. Now, if the container is level, you are guaranteeing that it's level on both ends. You're trying to open and shut the container doors correctly as described, and it's still not working. There's a small percentage, a small chance here that you might need to grease your hinges and every single contact point on your container. WD-40 is a pretty good way of greasing it. Fluid film is another good way of greasing it, or just regular grease is going to help you just lube your container around, and this will definitely help. Now, if none of this works either, you level up the container, you grease the container, nothing is working. Probably somewhere something is dented here, and honestly, you might need to like bump it up a little bit, or for example, right now this bar right here, it's very bent, but it still works, right? This is the issue with used containers. If you don't want any problems, if you want a container that will last you forever and zero problems, you want to buy a new container. If you don't want any issues, buy one tripper. If you are a handyman and you don't really mind putting a bit of pressure on your container, you can buy a used one. But if you want something flawless, do not buy used. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day.